Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do consider liking, sharing, and definitely subscribing to the platform. And if you're a member of the platform, massive respect. Thanks for the continuous support, all of you lovely people. So as you saw by the title, I'm going to be talking a few things: Jamaica, Haiti, and Suriname. And then I'm going to give you some updates on the GoFundMe, all right? Because remember, it was tomorrow we're gonna do our final installment. Everything went exactly as what I thought it would have done. Massive respect to Martin. We sent off the money to Martin and he got it. He already sent me goods and everything that they went and did on the first trip. And then obviously they're going to do the second trip, I think maybe today or tomorrow, to go down there on Saturday. So maybe by Sunday, Monday, we'll have enough videos on the screen, the pictures and everything to show you what took place. And then all the details will be in that same video. All right. So thanks for all of you guys' patience, which I had told you when it's going to be done, and it's going to plan. All right. Yes. And obviously we have some good football playing. It's not men, it's ladies. Yes, I am going to cover a lot of those games, so I wanted to tell you exactly what's going on, because the same thing that Suriname did in the men's, they are doing in the ladies as well. They have added a lot of players. Jamaica, we're seeing where Jamaica is as well, because we heard some problems with coaching and stuff, which that is just Jamaica. It's just always some problems here, left, right, and center. Yes, which is sad because they made the World Cup on stability, backbone, camaraderie, and also belief in who they are. You understand me? And it looks like Jamaica lost that identity of who they are, and it's going to be tough for them to qualify this time around. You guys will get what I'm talking about. Talking about ladies football. I know that Travis and those man say they don't talk about ladies football. We have Drew Ross in the house. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. We have Chorus in the house. This one is just a short one here, guys. I just wanted to give you an update on what I'm going to be doing and everything, what's going on. Markland, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Travis, thanks for being here as well. Triple E. And then we have Float Management. As you come in, please do it like button, guys. All right. Yes. So we spoke on the GoFundMe, so look out for those things coming throughout the weekend until Monday, latest Tuesday. We'll have a full breakdown of what everything spent, where it went, and everything. Yeah, all right. So don't worry yourself on that side. Yes. So, anyways, we had some games. So this is the Concacaf W qualifiers. All right. We had Nicaragua took on Antigua. That one finished 4-0 to Nicaragua. So Nicaragua carried over their football and education right through. They looked superior over Antigua in that game. St. Lucia, British Virgin Islands. That was 3-1. That was 3-1. That one was a surprise to me, because I never expected one to have. I should have expected British Virgin Island, or US Virgin Island, I should say, had the separation from St. Lucia, because they had the ability to get more players from different regions. Blessings into Florida FC. How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. All right, so they are 1 foot in so far with a game. All right, so that is good. All right, and then we had Bermuda defeated Cayman 4-0. Cayman can't catch a break. They are definitely losing a lot of games, and Bermuda showcasing that they are bringing in good talents and doing their thing. So big ups to Bermuda. All right, how you doing, Alex? Massive respect. Thanks for being here. So the other games, then we have a game tonight. I'm going to miss this game, but after that I'm not going to miss much games. We're going to have we're going to have Suriname playing. Suriname will be playing later at 8:30, because I'm going to be busy, because my van is at the shop and all of those stuff. So I'm going to be busy dealing with those things. All right. Yes. So Suriname will be playing, and then tomorrow 8 p.m. I'm going to start with this game. Jamaica will be playing Dominica. All right. Jamaica should pick up a win in that one. At least I say should, because based on what I am listening to, it doesn't seem like Jamaica is put together. You understand me? So they have a lot of things to work on before this game, because it looks like coach is unstable, positions, back room, all things doesn't look as right. You know, so I'm just hoping that they can still get through. Which in this world, if you don't put something out, you don't really receive anything. You understand me? So I'm hoping that the players fight and put out as best as possible, and they get the strongest possible team. All right, so that's Jamaica, and then you have Grenada versus Costa Rica, Mexico versus St. Vincent. So I want to see Mexico game, and I want to see Jamaica game. Let me give you the groups now, so you can understand how it goes, and who will be coming through. All right, so you have U.S. Virgin Island on 3 points, Mexico, Puerto Rico, St. Vincent, and St. Lucia in the same one group. I fully expect Mexico to make it out. At first place, Mexico have really leapfrogged Haiti and Jamaica. All right, for the third best team in Concacaf. I think Mexico might can topple Canada or one of those teams. You never may know. Yes, but it's possible. All right. Yes, so that's group one. I'm expecting Mexico to come out of that one directly. I think all right, yes, it's just one team goes through. All right, one team goes through, winners. So one team goes through like all the other years, and it looks like it's going to be Mexico. So U.S. Virgin Islands will try their best to try and push Mexico's wig back, but I don't think that will happen right there. And then you have Nicaragua on 3 points so far, Jamaica, Guyana, Dominican Republic, and Antigua. All right, so Jamaica should be the favorites in this group, but Nicaragua should be the ones that's challenging them, in my opinion. Let me know if you guys agree with that. But that's what I think should happen. All right. Yes. So Jamaica is yet to play. Let's see what Jamaica has to offer, what team they do put together, what starting level, how their coach looks, and everything. All right. But Jamaica should be the ones trying to go first and qualify to the final leg of the qualifiers. All right, because it's like this is just the pre one to the final leg. All right, yes, so you have to pass this stage to go into the final leg of the World Cup qualifiers, just like the men's, just like the men's as well. All right, it's just because the championship is last for the top 8, so they do the top 8 as a championship format. So that's the difference. And then you have Bermuda, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Grenada, and Cayman Islands. I am expecting Costa Rica to win this one. Bermuda looks decent, but I think Costa Rica should be the ones pushing for that one. Guatemala can cause problem as well. So I'm not going to just give it to Costa Rica, but Costa Rica should be the ones saying that they can win it to go through. And then we have Haiti, Dominican Republic, Suriname, Belize, Anguilla. Oh my God. Why are they so wicked to Haiti? Suriname brought in so much new players. So much new players. Suriname brought in so much new players, but they have to gel and all of those things, you know, man. God damn. But the good thing about them, they play football properly. And that can really push back the Asians, you know, man. But Dumani, I can't bet against Dumani, people. Can't bet against Dumani. I think Suriname's team very good, but I want to say that Haiti will still go through. So one team go through. I think Suriname could have gone through in the next group because they brought in a lot of quality players that can make Netherlands team or fight to make Netherlands team. So their team can be ridiculously good very fast, and they're just putting over the same philosophy as the boys, and their team looks good, people. Their team looks good. All right, so you're gonna see the first installment of them tonight. So if they score a big amount of goals, at least I have something in the first round to look to because I think other groups them kinda you don't have a team because Damrep team is good as well. You know, Damrep team is good as well. So Damrep, this is the group of that. Suriname, Damrep, Haiti. Haiti is in the group of that again. What say you guys? You think Haiti comes out of this group? Haiti is the leader. Haiti is the leader. I think Damrep did well against Jamaica the last qualifiers. You know, remember that one when they had Vin Blaine in charge. All right, and they balled Jamaica off the park. But obviously Jamaica came back and won the game. And then Vin Blaine talked all sorts of foolishness. Yes. So they are getting better. They are getting better. One second. Yeah, babes? Yeah. It's ready? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. But okay, and I'm alive, you know. I was doing like yeah, but yeah, anyways, I will just cut the live. 15 minutes after three. Okay, let me give you the code. All right. 2494. Yeah, 2494. That's the code that I saw. No, you can do the 315. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. So can I continue with my live stream? All right. All right. Bye bye. Sorry about that, guys. It was my car. I have to get. All right. Which shampoo do you use? What the hell is going on here? What's going on with the Reggae Girls? Well, we're finding out now. What about the group Marlon Brown? The group for Reggae Girls is I think it's a solid group, you know. Nicaragua is going to be a trouble. Guyana will bring physicality, but not the level of technical side to trouble. Dominica, the same. Dominica and Guyana and Antigua. I think all of them, Antigua, and I think all of them shouldn't. The only threat Jamaica has in this group is Nicaragua. Clear constant will make the difference. You must be. Hold on. Dumarne ain't there. 12 tribes. Um, Dumane, if Dumane is there, we're not talking about it. Dumane is world level, world class, you know, man. All right, Dumane is world class. So Jamaica group doesn't look bad at all. I expect Jamaica and Nicaragua to fight it out. But the group of that I would say is the Group C one because Suriname does the same thing that they did with the boys and ramp it up with a lot of players that maybe can't make the Netherlands team, which you know that the Netherlands team is very good at ladies football, incredible good at ladies football, which they are very good at men's football as well. But I think they are even better at ladies football. So some of those girls that can't make the ladies football team comes to Suriname. So I don't know how good Suriname is going to be, how fast they're going to be good, but one thing you know, better players will bring something more to the table. That's what I am saying, and I think you guys agree with that as well. Bless yourself, One Umbrella Sport. Obviously, I was busy talking about the actual thing and the story. Mex, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sister, Maria, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yes, so based on listen to my umbrella sport, please. All right, act civil when you come here. I'm begging you. All right. Yes, it's not all about you, and to be honest, I don't care about your blood. All right. Yes, I care about what I am here to give the audience. Okay. Yes. If you want to tell me I, just tell me hi somewhere else. God, what is this guy? Huh. Bless up Stets, thanks for being here. The marks, how you doing, man? Massive respect. Oh, you guys day going on? Let me know. I have limited time here, so my wife called me pretty much just a while ago. Yeah. You said I once, you don't need to say I 5 times. All right? Enough is enough. You said I once, and I'm coming back when I'm finished with my statement, which is the reason why I'm here, not to say I to you. All right? Our LB said, JD, show some decor. What is wrong with the LB? He said 3 times I and bad me up as well. You don't see me as I. So I had to address him in the manner how he behaved. So why you couldn't tell him to show some better behavior? You saw life funny. You saw life funny. I was here talking to everybody nice. You don't think if he greeted me respectfully and respect my work that I'm putting out, I would have respected him more? You see, oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, Bounty Kid of Ice, yes. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are okay. And time going well for you. Yeah, let me know. Yes. Yes, I acknowledged him. But he looked like he wanted me to stop what I'm doing to acknowledge him, like the girls them don't come first. And to me, the girls them come first. The boys them come first as well. Yes, that is true. JD, I did nothing today. We need to grow past this. The fact that you can't understand what I'm talking about and you don't stop to figure out what I just said makes me can't grow past anything. Imaxit, I want to big up at James. WE reached out to me. All right, so you said James reached out to you. Anybody else completed everything? Let me know. All right, so Travis, guys, we did talked about people helping out Travis because he had some situations and stuff. We had like 3 to 4 guys that said if they wanted to donate to him. Some people wanted to donate to me, but I told him that just reach out to Travis. And if you truly want to do so, do it on my stream so he can come up and then I will give it to him. But I never got anything directly for Travis. But 3 guys said that they're going to reach out to him. We had James. He said James came through. So that is very good. All right. That is very good. All right. And then we had Determine. Determine said he's gonna reach out to him, and he said he reached out to Travis already, so that is very good. And then my soldier brethren, Art of Love, obviously maybe he's just busy. That's the only reason why. You're mad and talk down to me all the times. I don't think I've talked down to you at any point. One umbrella sport, I think you just like the center attention, and I don't think it's necessary for me to give it to you. This is a ladies stream, and you're in here trying to make it about yourself. And watch out, I'm just gonna pull it back just to show people what you said. All right, so he came in, everyone saying bless up, and I said big up. He said big up, and I obviously I was in a conversation and talking about the football. He said big up JD, and then he comes up again. I said I. You understand me? So he said it 3 times in a row, and the last one with much more anger because I've not reached to him. But remember, 2 other persons said I at the same time, and I never got a chance to get over to any comments at all. You know, JD, this off topic, but I was wondering, as I just noticed, why you report on Nigeria nation team and have flag in Imaxit logo instead of other countries that are in the same neighbor region as Jamaica. I consider myself as a African naturally. Not necessarily. If you had watched me long enough, I consider myself as an African, and I think we are Africans, right? They do say most of our descendants are coming from Nigeria, different tribes. My ancestry told me that I'm much more closer to Sierra Leone, but obviously I did youth football for Nigeria, youth 15s back in the days. I did all of those things. I did youth football in total, and obviously I carried the Nigeria team and I built a fan base there. But I like Nigeria team from day one, so that's where I built my fan base naturally years ago, and that's how it comes by. So just like how I'm a Jamaican, I'm a Nigerian supporter just the same as a Jamaican supporter. So it's not just something I'm doing today. I am doing that for years, maybe longer than Jamaican video, because Nigeria was good in youth 15. No disrespect to Jamaica. Jamaica is not on the same level as Nigeria in youth 15, 17s and those stuff. So I was doing that because I did Concacaf region, youth 15, 17s and those stuffs as well. And do tracking analytics on the players and everything. So I'm much more knowledgeable when I come to the ladies part, because I was big in ladies football first, even before men's senior football, So I did Premier League, men's football in general. Then I come to then I did ladies football. Then I came to Concacaf. Then I did Jamaica and then Suriname. Yes, that's how it goes. Yes, so I did a lot, people. I did a lot. I don't just get up and do things out of line. And so I don't do certain games out of line. So and it's easily manageable. So I can do Nigeria and then I will get to cover the other nations. I can do Jamaica, then I get to cover the other nations. And then I can do Netherlands and then I get to cover the other nations in those regions. So that's how my channels are structured. Yes. No, I pressed a button, JD. You're very vindictive. It's the truth. You ate for no reason. And you said it on here. I hope stop being so vindictive and insulting. Block me? No for the truth. Jesus Christ. JJ Akocha. Yeah, I did watch JJ Akocha back in the days with Ricardo Gardner. Ricardo Gardner back at Bolton. Yes, I did like JJ Akocha. I did like JJ Akocha. He was such a talented player, but I am tired of Nigeria having some of the best players in the world. Best players in the world, and they don't reach anywhere because Victor Osimhen. The other day, I realized that Victor Osimhen, I've never been to a World Cup in the blood. So Victor Osimhen will go to 54 World Cups. 54. No, Victor Osimhen will go to no World Cups, being one of the best strikers in the world for the last 8-9 years. You know. Yes, and it's not just him alone. They have a lot of good footballers, but just seems they can't. Obviously, Africa region. Yeah, but we can't even say Africa region is so hard to qualify. You have a lot of good teams, but you have a lot of different groups. You have a lot of spaced out groups. You know. You could put a JJ Akocha with Ronaldinho. I wouldn't say he's a tier below, but with pure skills, yes, they are in the same ballpark. But a tier below when it comes on to everything, because Ronaldinho was not normal. Yes, Ronaldinho was not. Ronaldinho might be one of the greatest footballers to ever grace planet Earth. He was the greatest killer. No matter what I said and how I approach you, it's always a problem. Okay, I think your soul, something wrong with your soul umbrella sport. I'm not in it today. You saw me. I'm beautifully all right and peaceful, and you're the one that just making up stories. You know, your brain can't comprehend a lot of things, and you just spaz out in anger based off that. And I will just leave you alone. I've not paid any mind. I left you alone. I passed the conversation. Are you still all right? 8-9 years, JD. Please stop your lies. What about lies? Oh, you're talking about Osimhen not being a big star for 8-9 years? No, you can be here and talk about what we're talking about. Maybe you will learn something about football. But you don't want to learn something about football. You want to come here and fight with me. And I'm not fighting with you. You see, I'm looking beautiful and peaceful and decent, you know. So I'm not into those bad behaving fights with you. And those days are done, you know. Yes. Yeah, Ronaldo was on a different level, blood. Because you guys are talking about Messi and Ronaldinho is on a different level. It's just because of Messi and Ronaldo just came in and blew up off the bat. That's why you guys don't remember how good Ronaldinho was. I saw Ronaldinho in England playing with people. Why didn't you just say hi to the man? I said hi. But JD, it's the reason why I listen you. Reggae Girlz first trip to the World Cup, I worked with them, Kanya Plummer and Bonnie Shaw. We helped in Florida. But Interflow, you need to come on, man, and talk about some of these stories, man, because I want to know, and the people in Jamaica, especially footballers, need to know how to actually get good in, man. You know? So you can't keep the information to yourself and tell me every time in the chat. MA, big of yourself. Yes, yeah, man, I'm done fighting with that brother. I think it's not, what's his name again, man? Warboat, man. What's the warboat name? People, let me go and put my shoes on because the taxi will be coming soon. 1 second. Sir Drew, not my Nike I'm wearing today, Sir Drew. Nothing of my loafers. I can't wear my loafers because outside is very cold. Very cold. Very cold. The other day, I'm telling you, Juras and everyone, I went outside and I'm telling them, man, the glass extra free, frozen. Yeah, yeah. So I can't play those Jamaican style of trying to play, use nose, because people like we, we like to run to the foreign countries and act like we in Jamaica. And believe me, it will end bad for you people. Very bad. Yeah. So I'm going to put on before my jacket, I'm going to put on not right clothes. I'm behaving like Belgian now, people. I'm behaving like Belgian. When I first 4 years I came here, man, every day I'm pretty acting like I'm Jamaican, inside Jamaica, Yeah, and every time you're sick, every single year you're sick. Yeah, but I know I'm bigger. And I'm still doing the right things because when you're sick over here in the blood, you can't recover so easy, man. So yeah, do the right thing. I can't understand why Rebecca Spencer leave and Spurs to go and sit on Chelsea's bench. Well, Chelsea winning things, Spurs not winning anything. That's a common thing. So Rebecca, she did play one game, right? I thought she played one of the Champions League games last year. Yeah. Build connection, partner clubs. Yes. We should send more Jamaican youths to Brazil. Yeah, I just like what Mount Pleasant doing because I'm telling you, blood. I heard a guy speaking again, and every time I hear this kid speak, it's just depressing. Like how far they could have reached if they just had more education. And I can tell the people, this is what's lacking a lot of Jamaican footballers of reaching anywhere. It's not football education, it's a literal education. Literal education, because they had to choose one or the other. Some people take them out of schools very early or don't let them go to school and they are not educated enough. And that's why it can't translate on the field. You understand me? So that's why I love what Mount Pleasant doing now, because what Mount Pleasant is doing is literally improving the players them education. It's because they're sending the kids them to school. That's why I have a Kingston Academy, what they stand for. Tyrone Henry, big up yourself. 876, big up yourself. And Lamar, big up yourself. Yes, what they stand for, I love that. Sending them to school, making sure if they don't go to school, bruh, they ain't getting no game. I love that. That's what should have invented in Jamaica a long time. Because we always try to connect Jamaican football to dunceness. It's a fact, people. It's always the rude kids, them, and the duncest players, them, and the rudest duncest players, them get the most highlights in Jamaica every single year. So I'm loving the fact that obviously Ricardo Gardner was good, but you realize Ricardo Gardner was a decent human being. You realize Ricardo Gardner never, up to today, Ricardo Gardner might still be the best Jamaican player ever. And nobody respects him because he doesn't come off like the bad man type of gangster, gallus. Not saying Ricardo Gardner is not a gallus, but the persona that people believes in, I do not buy that because when I was going to school, you could not play. No. Mr. Dre, that was they started to raise those levels. When I started to go to play Manning Cup and stuff, started to give you certain grades, but they started to skip certain people, Mr. Dre. I know people at the time never reached the grades and still played. Norman Manley, the same thing. So they were doing these things, but the fact that I'm saying this is what needs to happen now. What I'm seeing happening now, this is what will elevate Jamaica football. This is what will elevate Jamaica football. This is what Mount Pleasant doing, Kingston Academy doing, the standard that they're setting. It just takes one or two of those kids to break through, and that's it. And that's it. After that, you're going to see some good footballer coming out of Jamaica. Very good footballer that can keep their careers long. Blake goes to college, you know, blood. Damian Lowe, as bad as we talk about Damian Lowe, he goes to college. Out of around 55 guys, you know how much guys kept on contract over the last 13 years of Jamaica? 3. Alvas Powell, Damian Lowe, and Taxi, we could have Taxi to it, Damian Lowe and Blake, 4. But because Taxi finished a long time ago, we never put Taxi in it. So, but 4 out of 50 players. You know how bad that is, people? 4 out of 50 players. And you know about the 50 players then. 4 out of 50 players. Over the last 14 years. And they came through the national team. And 4 out of 50 players kept a contract. We need to start put these things on the screen. And we're talking kept a contract over 5 years. 5 years. It's only 4 players. You had one more right back. We have one more right back. They represent Jamaica as well. Nice player. He played in MLS as well. I forgot his name. He was one that did play good and long as well. But because he was at the end and he looked like he faded out as well. But he kept a contract in MLS as well. Good player as well. Technical player. I like him as well. But you can, when you listen to them, you can see that everything matched up, people. So we need to stop pretending, and the truth is there, you know? One thing has nothing to do with the other. Disagree. 90% of Brazil superstar were youths from out of the street. Yes, but that's the problem, you know. You realize I never said, because I know you're going to jump to say one thing don't have nothing to do with the other. But that's the difference. How much Brazilian superstars you have today? How much Brazilian superstars you have today? How much Brazil superstars you have today? No, not Javier Brown. Javier Brown is in the young core now. O'Neal Fisher. How much Brazilian? You have a lot of Brazilian superstars today? You're lying, bro. You're lying. Football has changed and you guys not understanding it. Before KDB them wouldn't be a superstar. Football have moved to education now. Period. Because now it's not 4 teams dominating the football. Look at Estavio, young kid coming through. Listen to Estavio. Listen to Estavio and the difference between Estavio and Hendrick. Listen to the difference. Believe me, people, I know you want to avoid it because maybe it doesn't suit your narrative. But believe me, education is very much tied to football, blood. And I'm surprised that educated people would claim that that's not so. You would be telling yourself the biggest lies you ever told yourself. Believe me. All right? Especially today. But then you could say that people could put you, guide you on fields. No. No, you should be able to guide yourself. The amount of plays you have to work off and sync with teammates in a system. Blood. Stop the foolishness, people. Stop the foolishness. All right? Stop the foolishness. And the way you present yourself. Because football today is more of who you are. That's what you put out on the field. You understand me? Yes. Educated is tied to football. No, it surprised me people trying to go against me. Where did Portugal Ronaldo get educated? Over time he got educated to get up to the game. And he came from a time when that was the time they're trying to phase out things. You remember Ronaldo was always put up against Barcelona. Remember good? And it doesn't matter what he does. He couldn't get over Barcelona. You understand me? It doesn't matter what he does. He couldn't get over Barcelona. That Barcelona team. You remember that? That was the point when education started to take the full presidency over everything in football. And the fact that you're running down superstars and not listening to the coaches. It is shocking that you guys are pushing back. So that's a question today. Does education have anything to do with football? Sadly, the coach have to go to school to get educated, And I'm arguing if education have nothing to do with football, It is sad that I'm arguing this point, It's not their fault as long as they try and have good football ability. That is true, but that still limits you because everything is there for you to go and get. So if I'm trying to advise people to get everything possible to equip yourself as best as possible, no, the man a person chat arguing it. No, Steven Sige, they said nothing like that goes so. So let me use a reference. Mr. Speed, what he walks around and tell everybody. When we want to employ Mr. Speed, what we said about Mr. Speed? We said he's the most educated one out of everybody. So that's why we want him. Why we never take Tupper? You see it? Laugh, you can't answer anything I said. You're talking crap. You're stuttering. No, I explained to you I never stuttered. You never listened well. I said to you, he came at a point when education started to dominate football. Because that was when, coming back to dominate football, because total football was in before. But Barcelona brought it back with their own system, and he couldn't get over them. You never listened well. You're trying to argue a point because maybe you agree with dunceness. And it's okay. You can join that board. But I am not going to argue with you on that. I just gave you an opportunity to say something sensible. But you chose not to. Because it stroked you and your friends, them ego. You understand me? That is the big difference. You said that I'm stuttering. I'm just trying to find the best way to answer you so you can understand. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to find the right way to calculate what I want to tell you so you can understand. It's shocking the things that people will argue on the internet. Richard said, I remember Javier Mascherano telling the Argentinians players to read more books. JD, I currently have 10 boys and 1 girl on full scholarship, but including JC. Thank you very much. Keep on doing the right thing. Don't follow that guy in the chat telling people that education don't have nothing to do with football. All right? Yes. It is sad that people like this is on the internet. You don't deserve a keyboard. You want to see more people that you're above. I want to see everybody on the same level and everybody have the right opportunity. That's my whole mantra here. All right? Yes. God damn, man. You guys try to oppose the people. So sometimes what you're saying don't even make any sense. And trying to come to me to say that it doesn't make any sense. What I am saying don't make any sense. Shocking. And say education don't have nothing to do with football. And the biggest man in football are some of the most rocket scientist type of football coaches. Dominates football. You think Pep just get up every day, or you're gonna say Pep have the best players then? So Manchester United at the time never have good players, so they look so inferior towards Barcelona. All right. No, Steven Sige, well, he's arguing, but you know what I realize once I come on this channel? Some people will argue any point, anything, just say the opposite, just to argue. You're just loud. Don't make you wise. But I just gave you all facts, and you try to you're trying to argue on those actual facts. I ask you why you go to school to gain education to have a license. What are you going to do with that? Because you said it's not connected, and I said maybe that's one of the biggest lies you have been telling yourself. Maybe you're telling yourself that to make yourself feel good. And I wasn't shouting. So the fact that you said I'm loud, it looks like I'm loud in your head. All right, so I guess you know the truth, but you wanted to fool the masses. Maybe you have a cult. Maybe you have a cult, you know. I think we look down on a lot of the players. Many of them have their subjects and are educated to some degree. When I was going to university, I saw JPL players going to university also. But I never looked down on the players there, Mr. Dre. I just said certain players that I use an example to say certain players that we glorified. It's like we always look for the wrong people because I'm saying exactly what you are saying, Mr. Dre. But it's a separate argument with education in football as to what I was actually saying than to what I was saying, Mr. Dre. I am saying the same thing as what you're saying. I know you have educated. You know, it's like I pointed out Mount Pleasant and I pointed out Kingston Academy. So I couldn't say you don't have. I am saying you have, but we glorify the wrong ones. That's what I said. So I am saying the same thing as you, Mr. Dre. Yes. And then the argument that the guy started in the chat, I tried to explain something to him, but obviously he came here with his preconceived notions, trying to argue, you know, and got embarrassed, you know. Yes. His two daughters were on social media with his graduation. Okay. All right. People, young parents, once you send your kids them to school, make sure you try to send them at the best place possible to give them the best outcome to be as successful, and tie them to the education just the same. Make sure they fully develop right through. Don't listen to some of the keyboard people, because a lot of people don't like to see anybody better than themselves. You know, so that's why they try to hold people down. But for me, keep on improving yourself, keep on going strong, and that's what I want to see. I'm trying to explain to you what's going on in football, and if you don't want to get up to that pace, you're going to be lost. And you can't just be here and say you're going to pray to get to any level, because the other guys, them, they ain't praying, they're working hard. You understand me? And also praying as well. For health and additional supports, you know. Yes, so definitely always put your work in. JD, all you're saying is the majority should get educated so our players have life after sport as well. Inter Florida FC, you have a lot of people stuck in their own feelings, you know, because they just always want to be upset with you because they are upset with you from before. They can't really partition any conversation, you know. Yes. Liverpool going on bad, man, you know. JD just tells him he's playing left back today and see where he's going. Yeah. As I said, from the fact that he wants to argue a point like that, I don't know what I can tell him after that, you know. Yes, I can't tell him anything after that. He said I was stuttering. I am shocked that somebody will oppose to what I'm saying. So yeah, but people, Jamaica group, we're run over them again. I will be back next. I think either weekend or I said tomorrow. I'm going to do the Jamaica game, so I will be on the internet. But by Monday, I think Sunday, Monday, we will make sure we have the videos for the donations and everything. Yes, and our Monday we'll just do everything in one, so we can congratulate everybody that put together and get the thing done. All right. Yes. Bless myself, MP W94. All right, so thanks everyone. I just wanted to come out and let you guys know that everything is in line and what we are going to be doing for a few days, you know. And obviously that education point, since I know that I saw that a lot of people willing to challenge everything, I'm going to come with as much proof so about how essential education is to football. Because I thought that it was refuted, our pushback on a lot in this space. So I think I'm going to bring the proof to that and let me just kill that argument. Yeah. Big up yourself, big boss. Already, man. Yeah, man. We're good. I'm just gonna run on the road to pick up my van, and then we will be back. But as what I said, I saw a video of this of a little kid, man. The more I see him, the more disgusted I do get, and you know, I just left it alone because I had to text one of my brethren and say, yo, my brethren, Brother, stop even putting lights on these people. You need to keep these guys at the back of bush. Let them go and try their career and live their lives, but don't let these guys be the role model for the rest of Jamaican kids. You know? Don't let these guys be the rest of the role models for Jamaican kids. That's all I was saying, you know. But I knew why that person attacked me. Because he might be the friend of one of them, or maybe a family of one of them. And should they know who I'm talking, he wants to attack me because they know it's the truth. That's the problem. And that's how they hold back their own people. You understand? Because they can't tell their people the truth. I will never be a friend with you if I can't tell you the truth. And that's why I don't have so much friends, because I want you to tell me the truth and I want to be able to tell you the truth. So we can both evolve to the next level. Because the saddest thing in my life is for me to be giving my friend something when me and them be friends for 10 years. Let that sink in. Hope you understand what I just said. The saddest thing in my life would be me and my friend grew for 10 years and I should have to be turning around and give him something. What I wanted to interpret what I meant by that. And then I will know what type of people I'm dealing with. Because some people would think that I'm saying something bad just a while ago. Yeah. All right. So people, take care of yourself. Haiti, Suriname in the same group. Dominican Republic. Let's see how far Dominican Republic reaches. Jamaica will be going up against Nicaragua. And then I'm expecting Mexico. To top their group, because Mexicans have clipped the third position and they're going to come in and try and do so. All right. Yes. Yeah. Man, we know that Florida FC, man. We know that, but we are here to just give wisdom, man. We ain't here to fight with anybody, So I kind of shut down a lot of the fights. Today. I kind of shut that down. And once they don't pay it any mind, they have to go to fake accounts and then come with a bunch of story, So yeah, once you shut it down, they have no value, and you just wait till tomorrow, because time is the master for all of those people. You wait till tomorrow and you will get everything exposed. I'm waiting on the guy to reach. They're good against Nigeria. They were good against Nigeria. Which one is that, Stevenson? All right. Oh, DR Congo. Yeah, man. DR Congo was very good against Nigeria. We have Omar Fowling in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, Omar Fowling. Yes, and people, if you say you love your country and anywhere you are, the best way to love your country and show the love for your country is to set an example. For that said country. So even if you failed at certain point, try to put what you think you expect from the following generation to come out. Don't just sell young kids them to strays. All right, don't do so. Don't be selfish. Yes. And that's what I've never been, as long as I'm a ninja. Never been selfish. I've always tried to stand up for something. Yeah. I never, at that time when I was growing up, never had the footballing knowledge that I have today. Never had the education that I had today. And that's why I'm trying to always give back what I have today to the people, so they have it from earlier, so they can make better choices than us. Yes. Jamrock said, JD, I'm very worried about DR Congo. You have a game before DR Congo. Someone I highlighted that the last time. Well, Jamaica had a game. Have a game before DR Congo. So I think you have to focus on one game at a time. Focus on one game at a time, my brother. All right, so come and celebrate the first win, if that's a win. Yes. Yes, he had an assist yesterday. All right. Worry about the first game first. Get through the first game, and then you're going to go in as underdog. So maybe Jamaica might play good as underdog, because there is no bragging rights in it, You have the inferior coach. The players from Congo are better as well. It doesn't matter what squad you put together. They are going to be the better team, the more valuable team. Everything that we used to brag in the Concacaf region, they are going to be more. So maybe that's what Jamaica needed to fight. Obviously, we did meet United States, Mexico, United States and Canada. That was valued more. Yeah, so maybe that's what you want. Maybe you need something above for you to kick on. Maybe it was too much of soup the first group. Too much of a soup the first group. Yeah. Not worried about the first game. Well, 876. Boy, 876. I was talking like you know, because obviously when I know that Jamaica's supposed to win the game. Jamaica's supposed to win the game. That's what I think. But a man called me and reminded me that, oh, no, blood. Play the game first. Play the game first. The next team never reached here by losing all games. You know? The next team never reached here by losing all games. And I couldn't. They commented that I stuttered. That's when I stuttered. Because I couldn't actually tell. I couldn't respond to that one. So I will wait and watch the games. And because remember, you know, you don't know who will be there. Because if you go with the history of Jamaica, you realize that some of these players weren't getting along with the federation. And now you have a federation man in charge. How confident they are. And these are higher profile players than anything that man ever coached in his life. So how confident you think these players are going to be to work under him when they know this is a forced? You have to, yes, Florida. I think they don't understand what is at. I don't think they understand what it's at stake. I don't think they understand. So don't count the eggs at this point. The man will have to improve his communication skills, Billy. Yes, but if some people never respected you from day one, they might not show up for you to improve your communication skills. That's what I'm saying. You might not have people showing up in the first place. You understand me? So it's a lot, people. It's a lot at stake. And I'm hoping that they show up. I'm hoping that they show up. That's the first thing. I'm hoping that they show up, you know? Yeah, so it's gonna be a challenge, all right? I'm back from emergency call. I hope it didn't miss much because I'm here still waiting on a taxi because I'm not gonna go outside to stand up long. All right, yes, so yeah, let me grab this. Yeah, my wallet. Where's my pocket? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring so much phones. All right, and grab this. You never missed anything, big boss. Nothing at all. All right. This is not a joke. Steven Ziggy is a trouble here, man. Steven, I've not seen you for the longest time in a big boss. So what's going on with you? All right, guys. So I'm gonna run out now because the taxi came. All right. So I'm gonna pick my van up. All right. Later. Bye bye.